Hello, how you guys doing today? Welcome. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing great. Thank you guys for coming. Wise night stream, guys. Hope you who doesn't like a good night stream? Whoa, we're playing Nito Tower. Never played this game. I'll find probably another game this week. Okay, I'll play. I might do one of my friends was like, you should play Click Keyboard. I think I've heard it's really good. And it's like a streamer, and they're like, yeah. Hi Momo. I feel like it would be kind of boring, but like, I mean, I'll test it out maybe for an hour or two stream. If people like it, I might do that too. Hi Spongy, how are you? Hi Momo, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Thanks for the follows and subs. My day's been good. I wanted to walk, and it's a very long walk. Lawbit, thank you for the stay hydrated. Oh my god, I do need to stay hydrated. Thank you. Let me get some water real quick. That is a great way to start stream, Lawbit. Thank yous. Can't appreciate you enough for that, Lawbit. That is very nice of you. Thank you, Lawbit, so much. Hi, Kazan for life. How you? Hi, Maple Leaf. Hello, Sylvia. I should play the Roblox game Monday Morning Mystery. I haven't played it. No problem. Yeah, hi, Momo. Hi, Skizza. Hi, Momo. Maybe I could go check it out sometime. Hi Maple Leaf. Hi Skizzy, how you doing today? Welcome. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you. Hope you guys are doing well. Is Nito Tower like, I want to say dying, but like, dude, less people play it now than used to. I always got that opinion that people are not playing it so much. I could be wrong. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you. Welcome Skiz for the sub. I'm glad to have you. Hi Dr. Nutty, how are you? I mean, that's fair. A lot of people don't like towers, but hello, make sure to follow or sub, guys. No offense, but when I play other games, people get bored of it. Like, I try to, but then it's like, oh, it doesn't work. Because I don't talk with chat, and they get mad at me. But they want to watch me play the game and say they do, but they don't really. They just want me to talk with them, but then they don't want me. They're like, I want you to play this. And then when you don't play it how I want you to play it, they get mad. I'm like, okay. Hi, Juice. Hi, Farquad. Glad to have you here. Thank you for coming again to iPod. Hello. Hi, it's just Candy. How you guys doing today? Welcome. Hi, Soda Shore. Hi, Candy. Hi, Momo. How you doing today? Welcome. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new. Hi, Naviri. Hello, Skies. How you doing today? Hi, Scons. How you? And thank you for the follow or sub. Hi, everyone's. I ain't new. No, I know you're not new. Hi, Candy. Hi, Gorgeous. How you doing today? Thank you for the subs or follow. Guys, you know when I say a statement, right? It doesn't mean it's, you know, attached to you. Like, just because it hello to the new people, it doesn't mean that it has to apply to you, even if you're, because if you're not new, you're not new, guys. Not trying to be mean with it, I'm just saying. Hi, Mattio. Hi, Momo. How you doing today? Thank you for the follows or subs, guys. Hi, Jason. How are you? Beautiful. Thank you for the rose. Glad to have you here. Hi, LeBron. What are you guys? Hi Zidu, hi Juice, hi Scons. Make sure to sub or follow if you guys are new, it does help out. Hi Momo, hi everyone, how you guys doing today? Hi Beautiful, hi Momo, how you doing? And thank you for the follow, subs, and donations everyone, I really do appreciate it. Hi Dr. Nutty. Hi guys, hi Kai, hi Dia, hi Mateo, how you doing today? Hello, thank you guys for the follows and subs. Maybe Nito Tower, at least right now. Hi Gubby. You were being I'm sorry, man. That does suck. Hi, Joshua. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. And thank you for the follows, the subs, and donations. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Scons. How you? What's night? It's morning for us. I mean, it depends where it is, right? Hi, Rock. Glad to have you. Like, you know, I live in a time zone. Thank you guys for the congrats. Hi, Tuan. Hi, Navia. Hi, Juicebox. Hi, Squishy. Hi, Sandy. Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. Make sure to follow or sub if you guys are new. It does help me out. Hi, Mateo. Hi, Gumball. Hi, Salvador. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Fulio. Hi, Amir. Glad to have you. Thank you guys for the subs and follows, everyone. Hi, Salvador. Hello, Kitty. Do I do song requests? Once in a while. I can't really do song requests because of copyright, unfortunately, though, on here. Because YouTube doesn't like it. Hi Juice, hi Mochi, hi Shahid. Thank you Hello Kitty fan for the gold coin. Hi Gumball, hi Juice, hello, make sure to follow or sub. Hi Skaz, hi Mateo, hi Grayson, glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub guys if you're new. Hi Cinnamon Roll, how are you? Again, thank you for the followers or subs, everyone. Glad to have you. Hi, Pearl. Glad to have you. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Hi, Colleen. I'm better at this game. Oh, hi, Joe. How are you? Hi, Juice. How are you? Glad to have you. Hi, Jaden. How are you? Hi, Lemon. Hi, Mochi. Hi, everyone. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Galina. Hi, Pickle. Hi, Fulio. Hi, Mochi. Hi, everyone. Hi, Maddie. How you guys doing today? Hi, Galina. It's good. Thank you for the follows. Hi, Cami. Hi, Yin Yan. Hi, Accordion. How you guys doing today? Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new today. It does help out. Anything fun? Anything exciting today or not really? Hi, Mia. Hi, that one fun guy. How are you? Hi, Seven. How you guys doing? Hi, Tongun. And Jaya, thank you for the roses. Hi, Magi. Saw me on YouTube. Oh, fair enough. Hi, Merwin. Hi, guys. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub if you guys are new. Do you mostly only do gaming streams? Yeah, most part. Hi, Seven. I don't think I ever really, I did like one just chatting and I did okay, I guess, but it wasn't like that big of a. Hi, Rusty. Hi, Al. How you doing? Make sure to follow or sub. Welcome if you're new. Hi, Dr. Nutty. Hi, Yoko. How are you? Hi, Isaac. How are you doing today? Welcome if you guys are new. I do appreciate you guys. Hi, Al. Hi, Isaac. Guys, what's the best part of your day? Hi, Jewel. How are you? And thank you for the follows and subs. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Skilla. Hi, Al. How you guys doing today? Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs, everyone. Bro. Okay. Hi, make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you. Hope you're doing well. Anyway, hi, Jewel. Hi, Clarence. How you doing today? Hi, Marley. Hi, Isaac. Hi, Julie. Glad to have you. Hi, Herb. Hi, Claret. Hi, I love. How you doing today? Hi, Gorgeous. Hi, everyone. Again. Also, what do you think you guys for donations? Guys, how's your days been going? How has everybody been doing today, guys? I want to know. Anything fun? Hi, Ava. Hi, Logan. Anything fun? Anything exciting with you guys? Hi, Clarence. Anata. Make sure to follow or sub. Thank you guys again. Hi, Gorgeous. Hi, Ava. Hi, Ben. Hi, Ben. Hi, Clarence. Hi, Neva. Hi, Kurt. Hi, Ollie. Hi, Pickle. Again, thank you guys for your donations today. It does help me out. If you guys do want to donate, I always give a shout out for that. So if you guys want a shout out, make sure either the follow or sub if you have not done so already. And or also, thank you for the sub, Ali. Glad to have you here. Or donate if you guys can. Obviously, if you can't donate, don't ever worry about it, okay? Tracy, thank you for the Laffy Disco, Tracy. That's so nice of you. Thank you, Tracy. Jordan, giant hugs and hearts for that. Thank you so much, Tracy. Hi, it's me. Hi, Melon. How you guys doing today? And thank you for the follows and subs. Hi, Pawn. How you doing today? Welcome. Glad to have you. Hi, Raggy. Again, thank you for the follow. Hi, Pixel. How you guys doing today? Make sure to follow or sub. Again, guys, what's the best part of your days, if you don't mind me asking? I will give a shout out if you guys do sub as well. Sorry, I'm doing one thing. Thank you again, Tracy, for your donation. Hello, thank you for the Laffy Disco. Tracy, thank you for the gold coin too. My girl, no. Hi, guys, make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Emmy. Hi, Mila. Hi, Tom. How are you? Hi, Asia Edits. How you doing today? Make sure to follow us up, guys, if you're new. Hi, Mayla. How you doing? Hi, Yusha. Hi, Senshi. Hi, Mariana. Tracy, thank you for the stars, too. Hi, Yusha. Hi, Jacko. Hi, Kurt. How you doing today? Hi, Samuel. How are you? Tracy, thank you for the 3 stars. 4, oh my god, 4 sparkles. Let's go. 9 sparkles, Tracy. 14 sparkles, Tracy. Hi, Luke. Hi, Angie. Thank you, Senshi. Hi, you got 20 sparkles by Tracy. Thank you so much. No, I do not. Hi, Mayla. Hi, you guys. Hi, Naomi. Hi, Mara. Glad to have you. Make sure to follow. Hi, Luke. How are you? Hi, everyone. Hi, blank name. Hi, Broski. I am playing it, man. I'm playing the game. Does it not show it? In TikTok? Yeah, no, it shows. Hi, guys. You're so cute. Thank yous. Hi, Ramona. How are you? Thank you guys for the follows and subs, everyone. I'm glad to have you here. Hi, Bakugo. You're so cute. Thank you, guys. Hi, Jamar. How you doing today? Maya, thank you for the Laffy Disco, Maya. Thank you so much. Alishi, thank you so much for the star too. Maya, thank you so much for the Laffy Disco. Hi, Dumb. Hi, Broski. How are you? Yes, you could draw for me if you like. Again, thank you guys for the follows. Thank you for the party hat active. Really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the stars, Alicia. Guys, if you do sub, please, guys, if you do sub, I will give you a shout out. Okay, so make sure to sub if you guys want a shout out. Hi, Keen James. Hi, Dumb. Thanks for the follow, or follow if you're on TikTok. So say I subbed in chat if you want a shout out, guys. You have to say I subbed though for me to see it. Hi, Tatia. Thank you for the gold coin. Otherwise, I can't see it. So you got to say I subbed in chat for that. Hello. Thank you, Jadia. Thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Hi, Lily. Thank you for the gold coin again. I subscribe. Thank you, Amara, for the sub. Glad to have you. Thank you, Tatia, for the box roses. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you, Active, for the thumbs up. Sarah, thank you for the gold coin. Lucas, thank you for the sub. Marina, thank you for the sub too. Naomi, thank you for the sub as well. Hi, Dinosaur. Glad to have you. Thank you for the sub. Thank you, Emmanuel, for the sub. I'm gonna sub. Thank you, Lob, for the sub. I appreciate it so much. Glad to have you. Hi, Nutty. Hi, Guess. Hi, Lance. Hi, Jonah. Thank you for the follower and sub. Hi, Autumn. Thank you for the floating heart, Taddy. Thank you, Iris, for the sub. Jackie, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Thank you again, Patricia, for the floating hearts. Thank you for the star. Sarah, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. I'm trying to see all the subs. Ari, thank you for the sub. Active Gamer, thank you for the sub. It's Kate, thank you for the sub. Audrey, thank you for the sub. Hi, guys. Patricia, thank you for the 2 stars. Oh my god. Hi, Ray. Asia Added, thank you for the follow. Autumn, thank you. Autumn, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the flow state. So much to me. Glad to have you here. Patricia, thank you for the 2 roses. Thank you so much for the star. Audrey, thank you for the star. Ray, thank you for the follow. It's Caddy, thank you for the sub. I already gave you a shout out, Sarah. So hi, guys. Hi, Yusha, thank you for liking. Glad to have you guys here. Thank you, guys. Make sure to follow or sub if you guys are new. Again, guys, I appreciate it. I'm new here. Welcome if you're new here. I'm so happy to have you. Again, thank you guys for coming today. Hi, Helena. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Autumn. How you guys doing today? I am one, rar. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, I love Nekos. Hi, Helena. How you guys doing today? Oh my god, you're so cute. Thank yous. Glad to like my outfit. Thank you for the sub, Cherry. Glad to have you here. Hi, Maria. Hi, Flower. Welcome back. Hi, Jenny. If you guys are new, make sure to sub and I'll give you a shout out if you say I subbed. Hi, make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you're new here. I appreciate you guys so much. Hi, guys. Hi, Jeremy. Also, if you donate, I will give you a shout out too for obvious reasons. So make sure to follow or sub, guys. Glad to have you. Hi, Tracy. Thank you for the 2 stars, Sarah. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Jiror. How you guys doing today? Make sure to follow. Hi, Maine. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Sarah, for the stars. Give me a shout out. Sub. Skis, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Julie, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. RB's welcome. Hi, Upcake. Thank you for the follow. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new. Endoria, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Hi, John. Hi, Skiz. Hi, Kimmy. Please don't spam too many times, okay? I will have to mute, and I don't want to mute you guys, so please, if you already said hello, I already said hello, guys, to one of you guys. I sub. Thank you, Jenny, for the sub. John, I'm going to give you one more warning, otherwise I'm going to mute you, and I don't want to play Nido Tower. I'm playing Nido Tower. Hi, Ben. Thank you for the sub. Jenny already gave you a shout out, so Princess, thank you for coming. Hi, Lesnako. How you doing today? Hello. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. Silly, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that so much. Guys, let's get to 30k. Wuka, thank you for the sub. If you guys want to join my game, I put my username in chat, so if you guys want to join it. Thank you for the sub. I love spunking. Glad to have you here. This is my user, guys, if you guys want to join. So yes, if you guys want to join, that's my user in chat, okay? Hi, guys. I will say the number if I get the donation, Jen. I won't say it otherwise, okay? So if someone gives me the donation, I'll say it because I think that's fair. Bye-bye if you guys have to go. Again, thank you for the subs, the follows, and donations, guys. If you guys donate, I promise you it helps me out so much. So thank you guys for all your donations today. Hi, Princess. Hi, Cole. Hi, Silly. Hi, Tu. How you doing today? Welcome. I bet I'll see you. Okay, thank you for coming. Hi, Woos. My user is in chat. Guys, look at chat. Jingle, jingle. User is in chat. So if you want to join, there's my user. Hi, Ed. Thank you for the sub. I do have a rule. If you do play with me, you have to watch the stream live. You have to watch it. Otherwise, I will block you since I do say stuff to people and they ignore it. I'm like, I have to block you, my dude. Make sure to... Hi, Samara. Hi, Little. How you doing there? Welcome. Am I ready? Yeah, I'm ready. What am I ready for? Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you. Hi, Ham. How are you? Hi, Dash. Hi, Ray. Thank you, Ani, for the gold coin. I do appreciate it. Hi, Renon. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Arto. Hi, Ray. Yes, I do remember you. Hi, no. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Delay. Make sure to follow her, so I'm glad to have you. Hello, hello. So there's a lot of people. Hi, Laura. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Again, thank you for the subs and follows, everyone. I try to shout everyone out. Hi, Just. Hi, Ham. How are you? Hi, Wheelie. Hi, Delay. Hi, Denua. Hi, Jonify. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Pedro. Am I in the leaderboard? Yeah, I am. I can show you. Are you ready? Okay, bro. I'm just gonna ban you. I'm pretty sure I gave you a warning last time. Never mind. Never mind. I'm banning you. Make sure to follow her, so I'm glad to have you. Anyway, hello. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Princess. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Nobody cares. I'm gonna be honest. Nobody cares. Hi, Lily. Hi, Chris. Hi, Jackson. Hi, Princess. How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Rennie. Glad to have you. Hi, Lamb. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow. Hi, Alpha. Hi, Jordan. How you? Hello, Juan. Hi, Little Evil. How you doing today? Hi, Moon. How you doing today? Thank you for the follows and subs, everyone. Thank you, Evil, for the sub. Glad to have you. My sister's on it too. Okay, let's go. Hi, Jordan. How you guys doing today? Hi, Aureo. I friended you. I don't friend people, but I do let you guys play with my game. So if you guys do want to play on the game, what the fuck? Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new. Can I wall hop? Really badly, I will say. I can wall hop horribly, but if that counts, then yes. If not, then no. Thank you guys again for coming. Do you like... I'm not a Therian, but Therians are okay. So, my book. Hi, Chili. How you doing today? Hi, Moon. Edward, how you doing today? How many times I play this game a lot? I don't know how many times, though. Hi, Odo. Do you ever play Murder Mystery 2? Not recently, no. Make sure to follow us. Favorite candy. I don't know. I like... Hi, Chill. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Wuka. Hi, Princess. Gotta go. Okay. Hi, Francis. Hi, Isaiah. Guys, thank you guys for the subs, donations, follow. My name is random_guy unknown, if you're curious. Hi, Autumn. How you doing today? No, I did not fall. Game, I did not fall. The game's so sad. Yeah, that's why a lot of people like it. Hi, TT. Thank you. Hi, make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you're new. Hi, Xavier. Hi, do you friend me? Guys, how you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Guys, what's your favorite part of your day, if you guys don't mind me asking? Hi, Wuka. How you doing today? Hi, Xavier. I chat to you. If you guys want to join my game, you can join. Hi, Isaiah. Thank you for coming. You got TTS? No, I will not add it for obvious reasons. Hi, Autumn. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. Glad to have you. Hi, Jewel. Hi, Oddsies. Glad to have you. Hi, Angel. Hi, guys. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Sam. Hi, Deanne. Hi, Laura. Hi, Love. Hi, Little. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Chili. Glad to have you. Hi, Woody. How are you? Hi, no. Glad to have you. How are you doing today? Hi, Stray. Glad to have you. Hi, Dosh. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Bun. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Xavier. Hi, Mike. Hi, Addison. Glad to have you. Hi, Damien. How are you? Hi, Lushy. Hi, Sylvia. Yes, still playing. Are you still playing today? Yes, I am. You guys can join if you want to. If you guys want my username, let me know. Again, thank you guys for your donations and follows and subs. Thank you guys. Hi, Art. You said hi. Like, yeah, I have to say hi to so many people, guys. It does take a while. I mean, guys, what do you guys do if you celebrate 4th of July today? Anything fun for 4th of July you guys did? I got like a Asian like food bowl. It was literally called it was pretty good though. And then I went to like my what? That doesn't even make sense. I don't talk in my Discord. Are you like okay mentally? Like not in the mean sense, but like I generally don't know what you're talking about. Hi Drew, hi Lillian, hi Woody, how you doing today? Yes I am one. Is that okay? Hi Jen, hi everyone, but yes. Hi everyone. Guys, what's your best part of your days? Hi Autumn, how you guys doing today? But yeah, guys, what do you do for 4th of July? I blew up pools. Oh yeah, my neighbors did that and played like really loud music, but it was okay. That's up. I went on a walk to watch fireworks, but then they got rid of it. I was like, why they got rid of it? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, Ren. They didn't do it to think the place I thought they would do it. So hi, thank you. Hi, cool. So I got sad, and then I got really dehydrated, and I almost had heat stroke. But then I got water. I asked like a place if I could get water for free, and they're like, yeah, fine. And I was like, yeah. Hi, user. Hi, Xavier. Hi, cool kid. Says I didn't bring my card. Which for my wallet, which I guess is dumb, but like at the same time I was like, I don't want to be tempted to spend my money on food or something. Hi Ren, hi Jewel, hi Blueberry, hi Beautiful Agony. Hi guys, I will say the number if I get the donation. Also guys, thank you for 800 subs, but nobody's given me the donation for it. Hi Blue, thank you for the follow. Yes, it is. Hi, Miro. Hi, Solona. How you guys doing? Guys, we should all get $250 for the US getting that old, right? Right? No, that won't happen. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. Hi, Miri. Hi, Solona. How you doing today? Hi, Jonah. Hi, Nub. Hi, T-Poser. Hi, Mr. Glasses. Guys, again, thank you for the follows, the subs, the donations, everyone you guys give. Hi, Mr. Glasses. Hello, everyone. Glad to have you. Hi, Edward. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. Glad to have you. Also, I want to say thank you guys again for your donations, everyone. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing with those. So I really do appreciate that. Yeah, be careful about getting kicked out of your guys' apartments for fireworks, okay? Hi, Veneria. Hi, Ems. Hi, Mackie. Hi, Maj. Hello, Cupcake. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Carol. Carol. Irene, how are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Pickles are good, yeah. I know a lot of people don't, but I'm okay with them. Like, I don't go out of my way to eat them, like, in a sense. Like, I'm not gonna eat just a pickle, but if it's, like, there, I'll eat it. Hi, Savannah. Hi, Cupcake. Hi, Matthew. Or if it's on the side, too, I'll still eat it. Hello. How about chicken carrot? Fair enough. Hi, Blue. Hi, Toya. Thank you for the follows or sub. Hi, Cupcake. Hi, Subhuman. Hi, Alexa. Hi, Solona. Hi, Cupcake. Hi, Bluey. Hi, Alexa. Hi, Ren. Hi, you. Hi, Woo Woo. Hi, Rennie. Hi, Thomas. Hi, Zuki. Hi, Jake. Hi, Dania. Hi, Adam. Hi, Cupcake. I played that game. Yeah. Hi, Carol. Hi, Small. Hi, Smug. How are you? Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you're new. Hi, Angel. Hi, Princess. How are you? Hi, Angela. I almost died. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Alice. Hi, Adrian. Hi, Speedy. Hi, Cupcake. Guys, do you want to join? I can give out my boba thing that had my user thing. This is my username if you want to hear. Guys, look at where the glasses are. It's on my boba. Although they're crying right now. They got no boba, so they got sad. Hello, Wubka. Hi, Sean. Hi, guys. Did you sub? I will say your name if you guys sub. So you guys gotta sub and I'll say your name, okay? Hi, Tanya. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you haven't. Also, I want to say thank you guys for their donations. Yellow, thank you so much for the flowers. Your flowers are really amazing, Yellow. I generally can't appreciate those enough. Thank you. Hi, Ismi. Hi, Cupcake. Hi, Huz. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Bess. Did you sub, though? Yeah, you haven't subbed, Kara Loda. You have not subbed, so you have to sub, okay? Damien, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, The Gain. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Cupcake. Thank you, Cupcake, for the sub. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Stanley, thank you for the stars. Glad to have you here. Depends on the cheese, since I am lactose, so unfortunately. Hi, Missing Dog. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Alexis. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Waka. Hi, Huz. How you doing today? Hi, Ren. Thank you for the sub, Ren. Glad to have you here. Hi, Linda. Hi, Palm. Hi, Jessica. Hi. Okay. Hi, Carolotto. Lota. Hi, Yaz. Make sure to follow or sub. If you guys do sub, let me know and say I subbed in chat so I can know. That way I can give you a shout out for it. Yeah. Happy 4th of July for people. Ooh. I mean, if you want to. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you're new. What was? Hi guys, favorite girl place. I subscribe. Thank you, Pamela. Glad to have you sub. Again, thank you guys for your donations too as well. I really do appreciate both of them. Hi Marshmallow, glad to have you sub. Thank you. Hi A. Thank you Aspen for the follow. Glad to have you. Hi Law. Hi Love. Hi Huz. Hi Yang. Thank you for the sub. Ren, thank you for the sub. Hizzy, thank you for the sub. Hi Mushy. Again, thank you guys for your donations today. Hi Charlotte. You had a very long 4th of July. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Missing Dogs. Do best. Thank you for the sub. Love for the sub. Do a backflip. Okay, I'll do a backflip. Guys, I'm backflipping right now. Trust. Guys, trust. This is a backflip. Whoa, I'm backflipping. Wow. Hi, Familia. Glad to have you. Thank you, Stanley, for this. Oh my God. Thank you for the flow stage here. I appreciate it so much. Zara Coroni. I don't know how to say your name, but so sorry. Pam and Mushy, thank you for Pam and Stanley, thank you for the 2 jewels. And Float Shakorian? Shakorian, is that it? I hope that's right. Thank you for the flow stay. Favorite fast food place? Yeah, I'll sub. Everybody sub, let's go. I want to get to 33k today. Favorite fast food place? I mean, it depends where I'm at, like, right? Since I travel a bit. I mean, if it's like every day I can get it anywhere, probably Wendy's. Hi Savannah. Hi Cupcake. Glad to have you. Hi Cupcake. Hi Bess. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi Florina, hi Trevor, hi Sprunky, how you doing today? I mean, does Domino's count? I mean, it's pretty decent. Hi Trevor, hi Randy, glad to have you. I think I'd rather still have Wendy's, but it's a little harder. Hi Sylvie, thank you Abigail, I appreciate the sub, glad to have you here. Thank you guys, I got that 2 days ago. Was it good? What do you guys think? Hi Kitty, hi Autumn, hi Lattice, hi Star, hi Kenbree, hi The Best, how you guys doing today? Do you like K-pop? Hi Wendy's. I'm more of a J-Rock kind of guy. Can I get a shout out? Did you sub Beauty? I'll give you a shout out if you do, deal. You gotta do it. Let me know when you do it and I'll give you a shout out, okay? Make sure to follow or sub. Hi Huzz. Hi Guy. How you doing today? Welcome up. Guys, again, thank you guys for your donations today so much. Guys, I can't play a lot of music. I purposely did it for this because unfortunately copyright exists. So if I play a lot of music, I might get in trouble. Hi Spam. Hi Mag. Hi Trevor. How you doing today, Trevor? Hi Stanley. Hi Jewel. Hi Jason Lee. How are you doing? Hi Artisan. Hi Beautiful. Glad to have you. Hi Ren. Hi Mag. Hi. I thank you Beauty for the sub. Glad to have you. Rose. Thank you for the follow. Glad to have you here. Hi Trevor. Thank you for coming. Glad to have you. Hi Crystal. How you guys doing today? Again, thank you guys for your donations today. You guys have been amazing with that. So thank you everyone. Hi Crystal. Hi Mata. Hi Renjean. Hi Jilly. Hello pretty. Thank you Ash. Hi Wanda. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate everybody seeing so nice today. Hi Rengoku. Hi Krishana. Hi Tatui. Thank you for coming. Glad to have you here. Thank you everyone. You have a beautiful voice. Hello. Make sure to follow us up, guys. Since a lot of people believe in different religions, I tend to respect them in the sense that I won't talk about that subject on stream for that reason. So yeah. Hi guys. Hi Wumbo. Hi Savage. How you doing today? Do hope you guys can understand. Hi Right. Hi everyone. Hi Savage. How you doing today? Rakivo. How you doing today? Rakivo. Hello. Welcome. Did you sub? I'll give you a shout out if you sub, okay? You gotta sub first, okay? And then let me know when you sub and I'll give you a shout out. Hi Dag. Hi Autumn. Hi Wanda. Why is every day bad day, Stanley? No, that's bad. Hi Run It. Hi Pixel. Hi Had Pats, please. Hi Sam. How are you? Hi, welcome. If you guys want shout out, you gotta sub and let me know. Say in chat I subbed. Savage, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you here. How you guys doing today? Please read. I sub. Hi Mag, thank you for the sub so much. I do appreciate it. I feel that today. Well, I hope it can make you better. Hi Starvin. Jinx, thank you for the rose. Glad to have you here. Pat. Pack Ripper, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. I'm playing a pizza tower. Thank you, Angela, for the sub. Glad to have you. For Florina, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you here. Hi, Easy Games. Thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Hi, Christina. How you doing today? Hi, Mag. Hi, Rinjiro. Make sure to follow our sub, guys, if you're new. I sub. Thank you, Rodrigo, for the sub. Thank you, Wah. Thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Oh my god, guys, we might hit 33k today. Hi, Daria. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, guys. Hi, Amon. Hi, Ronit. Anything fun you guys are doing this weekend, though, in general, or not really? Hi, Jane. How you doing today? Jane, yeah, early. I'm glad I can be your favorite stream. Hi, Silly. Thanks for the sub. Hi, Rox. Hi, Lag. How you guys doing today? Chat, I sub. James, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Hi, Neo. And hi, Not Raph. How you doing today? 54. Hi, Lag. Thank you for the follows. Hi, Gojos. Who I have to go bye. Bye. Glad to have you. Oh my god, Hippie, thank you so much. Brian, thank you for the sub. Hippie, thank you so much for the eagle. That's so nice of you. Caw. What the blank is a kilometer? Hi MJ. Hi CC. Glad to have you here. Hi Silly. Glad to have you. Make sure to follow or sub. Guys, make sure to follow or sub. Hi Quick. Hi Gojo. Hi Leek. Hi Mag. Thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Hi Quack. Hi Gojo. Thank you for the follows. Again, thank you for the subs, follows, and donos, especially you Hippie. I sub. Thank you Wanda for the sub. Hi Angie. Thank you Florina for the flowers. Hi Rue. How you doing today? Welcome guys. Glad to have you. Hi Greta. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow us some. Hi Sam. Hi Ash. Thank you Anne for the sub. Ash, thank you for the sub. Hi Spin. Thank you for the follow. Again guys, thank you guys. Hi Silly. I appreciate you Silly for coming here. Thank you again for your sub. Anyways, how is everyone doing today? Welcome. What game is this? It's called Nito Tower. Again, thank you guys for your donations so much. Tanya M, thank you guys for coming. Hi Greta. Hi Oliver. Hi Tatooine. Hi Ela. Hi Mag, how you doing today? Thank you guys for I sent you Robux instead of a disco. I know your user. Oh, did you? Wait, oh, I really do appreciate that. Happy, thank you so much for the picnic basket. Hi Wall, hi Carter, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the picnic, Hippie. Thank you so much. I didn't get them for some reason. Did you send the account Jacknyeko or did you send my actual username? Because some people look up Jacknyeko and then send the money there, and I think the guy has like 10,000 coins from that. Can I give? I can give my user, but don't add me, please. Hippie though, thank you so much. I'm gonna be honest here, guys. Thank you for the stars. Thank you so much. If you had a choice between Robux and giving me and like the donations on stream, please, for the love of God, give me the donations on stream. I'm not trying to be mean, but some people just don't know my account name, and also it's like it helps me way more. I'm gonna be honest. So, but hey, I mean, if you want to give it, I'm not gonna like stop you guys. But like, I'm just gonna say, if you guys want to help me out tremendously, if you can donate, and you have the choice of both, just send donations on stream. Actually, if you guys want to do something especially, get a membership because that helps me out, and you guys get a benefit. Guys, make sure to follow or sub, guys. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Guys, what's your favorite part of your day today? I'm glad to have you here. I hope you guys are doing well today. Your best YouTuber ever. Thank you. Hi, Wanda. How you guys doing today? Hi, Camila. Hi, Ainge. Hi, thank you. I'll see you too. Hi, Donnie. Hi, bye-bye if you have to go. Thank you guys for being here. Hi, Camellia. Hi, GGers. Covet, thank you for the follow. Star, thank you for the follow. Glad to have you here. Hi, Mag. Guys, I'm streaming on YouTube and TikTok, so I do both streaming. Hi, Miku. How you doing there? Miku Dayo. I don't have a favorite part of my day. Well, then I hope... Well, that's fair. Hi, Noel. If you don't, you don't. Hi, Miko. Thank you for the follow. Hi, I love. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Hi, Andrew. Hi, everyone. Follow, subs, and everything. You guys appreciate it. Hi, Miku. How are you? Hi, Jace. How are you? Glad to have you. Hi, Love. How are you? Hi, Nicholas. Hi, Andrew. How you doing today? Hi, Wanda. How you guys doing today? Make sure to follow or sub. Do you like Apple, Windows? I use Windows more, but I can see how people like Apple. Hi, everyone. Hi, Happy. Thank you for using your jewels on this stream. Hi, XY. Hi, NY. Hi, Shob. I mean, if you guys want to raise. Hi, Matsuki. How are you? How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Angela. Hi, Shob. I'm not raised. Hi, Shadow. Hi, Nicholas. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Greta. Hi, Sam. How are you guys doing? Yeah, I remember you. Hi, Cavi. Hi, Andre. Hi, Angela. Hi, Leonardo. Thank you guys for the follows and subs. If you guys want to join my game, here it is. Guys, if you sub, I'll give you a shout out. If you follow, I give you a shout out too. And if you guys want to donate, I'll give you a shout out for donations as well if anybody does donate. So yeah, I appreciate all three of those. I'm sorry I repeat that a lot, but I know a lot of people. Also, again, happy 4th of July. I guess it's the 5th of July for me, but make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you here. I hope you guys are doing well at whatever you guys are doing today. Welcome, welcomes. Again, thank you guys for coming today. I appreciate it. Hi, Briff. How you guys in there? Hi, my dog. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Janatri. How you doing? Make sure to follow. Hi, Wings. Hi, everyone. Glad to have you. Go on, update. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Wings. How are you guys doing today? Thank you, Lilith. Andrew, thank you for the sub. Hi, Lilith. Hi, NYC. How are you? Hi, Chibi. Hi, Barian. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Shadow. How are you doing today? Hi, Jason. Hi, Lance. Hi, everyone. Hi, Simless. Glad to have you. Hi, Chelsea. How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Chris. Not good. Hi, Ramirez. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Jack M. World 8. Hi, Lilo. I love Nuggets. How are you? Yeah, I remember you. Hi, Chelsea. Hi, everyone. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you're new. Yeah, try to say hi to... Hi, Emerald. Hi, Flemmin. Hi, Hi, Chi. How you doing today? Hi, Ruppus. It's a bad day. Well, I hope your day gets better then, and I hope you do really well. World 7, so good. Thank you, guys. Hi, Greta. Hi, Brad. I do not have one. Hi, Jasper. How you guys doing today? Yeah, thank you for the follows and subs. Hi, Emma. Hi, Ween. Hi, Alyssa. Thank you, guys. Guys, 120 subs away from 33k, and then only like 300 follows now away from 90k, which is insane. Thank you, guys. Hi, Dark. How are you? On TikTok. Hi Lo, hi Roblox, hi Chi, hi Jerry, hi friend, how are you? Even today, I'm ignored. Bro, I literally responded to your comment. You didn't write anything. What do you mean you're ignored? Wayne, thank you for the... Hi, welcome, welcome. Hi, friend. Thank you, Wayne, so much for the flow state. You're welcome. Better sub for that. No, I'm joking. Thank you, Wayne, for the flow state. Hi, Dark. Thanks for the follow. Guys, again, thank you guys for your donations again today, everyone. Hi, Jerry. Again, thank you guys for your donations. Hi, Angela. Happy 4th. Hi. Welcome. Hi, Sunflower. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Jerry. Hello, Mr. Gamer. Again, thank you, Stanley, for the stars. I appreciate all the donations you guys give. I promise you, every donation you give helps me out so much. Hi, Yvette's. Purr, thank you for the floating hearts. Glad to have you here. Thank you, Wayne's for Wayne, thank you so much for laughing disco today. Holy Waynes. What if I don't know 500? I will probably cry, like, really hard. Hi, Taffy. Thank you. Thank you, Sunflower, for the follow. I don't ever believe when people say that, but, I mean, you can prove me wrong, you know? Chad, thank you for the hundreds. I do not mind to get proven wrong today, okay? Let's just say that. Thank you for the hundreds, Chad. Again, thank you for the laughing discos and clapping seals. Hi, it's me. Thank you, Waynes, for another laughing disco. Holy, guys, W's in the chat for Wayne. Guys, W chat in the for Wings. Hi, Caitlin. Guys, thank you for the subs and follows and Wings. Give a shout out to Wings, everyone. I really appreciate it. Make sure to follow. Hi, son. Per, thank you for the flowers. Glad to have you here. Hi, Guy. How you doing? Thank you guys again for your donations. Hi, Makio. Hi, Stanley. How are you? Hi, Fish. Hi, Hippie. How are you? Thank you guys for coming. I followed you. Okay, you can. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, someone did a treasure box. Who did it? Rose said, thank you. Hi, thank you for the follow, Sunflower and Jade. Thank you for the follows. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for the follows and subs. I put my user in chat if you guys want to join. Guys, thank you. If you guys do sub, say I sub so I can give you a shout out. Also, if you guys want to donate again, I can't appreciate you guys enough for that so much. Hi, Jade. Hi, Brad. How are you? Hi, Mess. Hi, Joyce. How are you? Hi, Stanley. Thank you guys for coming today. Well, was. Hi, everyone's. Stop ignoring me. I literally said hi, Bread. How is that ignoring you? Hi, Melissa. Hi, friend. Jack, will you stream any other game than Roblox? I don't mind, but I haven't done so as of recent. Hi, dog. I will definitely wouldn't mind trying. Hi, Melissa. Dog, Melissa, please stop spam. Mess, I'm gonna have to mute you. I'm sorry for like 5 minutes. I guess you can't spam that much, man. I'm sorry. Hi, friend. Again, Wayne, thank you for another laughing disco. Hi, Greta. Thank you for the laughing disco. Claudia, thank you for the happy. Guess what I got back from the game. Wayne, thank you. Hi, Jade. Hi, Ghost. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Have you played ASMR Tower yet? I mean, isn't this an ASMR Tower? Is there a game just called ASMR Tower that's popular right now? Guys, what's the most popular tower at the moment? If anybody knows tower popularities. I doubt a lot of you guys do, but I'm just curious. Hi, guys. Hi, Ari. Hi, Ruds. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. You guys want me to play something else, Anita? Yes. Okay. I can't believe. Make sure to follow her some. I presume Nito's still the most popular, right? Yeah, I played it, but... Hello. Hi, Selena. Hello, Nito Tower. That's what I'm saying. I think Nito's is still one of the most popular. Hi, Just Love. Thanks for the follow. Towers usually don't get pop. There's like usually like one tower a year that's really popular, and then it dies, and then that keeps happening. Like it'd be like Slap Tower, and then it'd be like Nito. Hi, Shane. Thanks for coming. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the follows and subs. Oh God, I'm itchy. I have ice cream Nito. Oh yeah, I've heard that. Why did it censor? I don't know why it censors. It just happens. Hi, Hi, Amelda. Hi, Emily. Thanks for the follow. Hi, Lily. Hi, man. Hi, Roderick. How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. I've been doing good. What about you? Hello, everyone. Glad to have you. Friend, thank you for coming. You guys are all friends. Again, thank you for the follows or subs, cooties. We're currently at 23. Oh, okay. Guys, less than 300 away from 90k, which is insane. Welcome back, Roderick. How are you doing today? Hi, Drake. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, everyone. Thank you. Hi, Abigail. How are you? What's your favorite food? I do like ramen. Probably ramen. That's really good. Hi, guys. I am sad. Why are you sad today? Hi, Yin. Hi, Stanley. How are you? What should I eat for dinner? I want to play. That sounds really cool, popping it. Ooh, the treasure box has been open. Let's go. Slingshot has become a super fan. Let's go, Slingshot. I'm not. Thank you for the flower. Thank you again for sending a treasure box, by the way. I appreciate it. And thank you for the flower. I'm not. Glad to have you. Hi, Judy. Hi, Yania. Hi, John. How are you? Are you Tagalog? No, no, I'm not Tagalog. Hi, Moshi. Thank you for the follows. What's your favorite drink? Guys, guess my favorite drink. Guys, guess it. Also, guys, what's your favorite drink and favorite foods? Let me know what your favorite drink and food size are in chat. I'm curious. I want to hear your guys' favorite drinks and foods. Hi, Ali. Welcome, welcome. Bye if you guys are gonna go. Thank you, thank you. So you gotta guess mine? Coca? No, it's not. Boba. Boba is my favorite drink. You're correct. Water, cucumber. I mean, that's pretty nice. Hi, DW. I can get it. Dr. Peppy, Poppy. Ooh, that's pretty good. Boba tea and noodles. That's a great combo. I mean, that's probably my favorite, so. Make sure to follow. Hi, Alan. Gold coin. Thank you for the gold coin, DW, again. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Riri. Again, guys, your donations help me out so much. Hi, Riri. Hi, name I can't say. It's in Chinese. Hi, hello. Hi, Lisa. Guys, if you sub or follow, I do give shoutouts, so make sure to give a sub or follow. Red Bull. I mean, Red Bull is pretty good. I like it. Someone sent a gold coin. Yeah, I thank them for it, guys. Hi, welcome, welcome. Hey, Ali, I did thank them. I did say thank you. Hip friend, you need to listen, okay? I always thank for the donations. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. Glad to have you. Hi, Chris. Hi, and that one. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hello. Thank you, guys. Give me a minute. Hi, Riri. Hi, Jolyn. Hi, Lenti. I love your kitty so much. I'm glad you like it. 900. Did we hit 900? Let's go. We hit no, we didn't. Oh, I thought we did. Okay, never mind. You baited me. You baited me. Jims, thank you for the 6-7 donation. Thank you, Jims. Pookie, thank you for the Well, did you sub? I didn't hear you sub, did you? I'll say your name when you sub, okay? Did you sub? I'll give you a shout out if you do, deal. Hi everyone. The game name is called Nido Tower if you're curious. Hi Stanley, thank you for the stars. I'm a big fan. Thank you. Bianca, thank you so much for the party hat. Thank you for the sub. Hi everyone. Yes. Okay, thank you, Pookie. Lily, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Hi Riri. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for the follows. Hi, and that one guy. Thank you for coming. Thanks for the sub. Love your avatar. Thank you, guys. I like your vids. Thank you. Jimmy, thank you for the stars, too. Glad to have you again. Abigail. Yeah, go sub to me, guys. Hi, Demi. Hi, Brad. How are you? Hi, Delia. Hi, Parakeet. How are you? Glad to have you. What's your name in Roblox? Here's my Roblox name if you guys want it. There you go. Since in chat. Hi, Aurora. Hi, Food. How are you? What are you guys up to today? Thank you guys for the follows. Try and read my name. Guy, I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Akina. Hi, Aurora. I don't want to get in trouble. Hi, Delia. Thank you for the gold coin. Glad to have you. Hey, I'll say the guy with part, but hi, Abigail. Glad to have you here. Hi, Parakeet. Glad to have you here for the clutch. Thank you so much, Parakeet. Thank you, Gems, for the flowers. Okay, now we hit 500. Thank you both for your donations. Did we hit 900? Let me make sure again. Yeah, we hit 900. Let's go, everyone. Hi, Robbie. Hi, Nut. Hi, Anime Fan. Hi, Clutch. How you guys doing today? Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, guys. Clutch. Hi, Delia. Glad to have you. Thank you for coming. We hit it, guys. Another 100 subs. Come on, we can do it. I feel like we can. Please, let's get it. Hi, Anime Fan. Hi, Theron. Again, thank you guys for your donations. Parakeet, thank you so much. Let's go. Yeah, I'm in Nido Tower 9. Drake, thank you for the stars. Hi, Dan. Hi, Anifan. How you doing today? Glad to have you. Drake, thank you for the heart. Glad to have you. I love Nezuko. How are you? Hello, Nothing. How you doing today? Hi, Pookie. Hi, Laura. Glad to have you here. Hi, Dog. How you doing today? Hi, Stanley. My outfit's been good. Thank you, guys. I appreciate liking my outfit. Hi, bye. If you guys gotta go a floating heart, thank you guys for your donations. I do appreciate it. Diaya, thank you for the star. Drake, thank you for the what's it called? The sparkle. Hi, Copsy. Hi, Dragon. Hi, Parakeet. Thank you guys again so much for your donations and sub. That's cool. Guys, what's something you guys want to... Guys, what's a country you want to visit right now, guys? If you could visit a different country, what country would you guys want to visit? And if you don't want to visit somewhere else, you can say, I don't want to. Hi, Sakira. How are you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Guys, I put my name in chat. Hi, Lewis. Hi, Jules. Thank you for a clutch. Delilah, thank you so much. Nido Tower, China, Korea. Ooh, interesting. Korea. That's fair. Hi guys, welcome. Canada's very fun. Tonga is pretty cool. A lot of people saying Korea. Middle of vacation. Hi Canada. Hi Nezuko. You get a shout out, guys, if you sub and say I subbed, so then I give a shout out. Deal. Busy. You guys are from France. Stinky. Oh, you're stinky too. Hi America. Can I meet you? Why no? Hi Abigail. Hi. Thank you. Korea. A lot of Korean. I mean, that's not where Japan. Yeah, that's the same. Nihon Adoshitai. Hi, Parakeet. Thank you for the GGs. Glad to have you. Yeah, I mean, that's fair if you want to go to Korea. Thank you for the GGs. Hi, Bangladesh. Oh, fair enough. Hi, also. Glad to have you sub, Laura. Glad to have you. Hi, Stanley. Hi, Friendly. How are you? Hi, Chi. Hello, Abigail. Hi, George. How are you? Hi, Pookie. Glad to have you. Yeah, you can ask me a question. Hi, Love Cow. Hi, name I can't say. How are you? Anova, thank you for the sub. You're almost done with the tower. Yeah, can you look up? I looked up there. Hi guys. Hi Abigail. Hi Parakeet. Hi Blush. How are you? Hi everyone. Hi everyone, guys. Hi Noah. Hi Pookie. Hi Raquel. Hi Levy. How are you? I said, where are you from? I'm from the US. Where are you guys from? Guys, what country are you guys? Oh, okay, don't say anything more than that, but what country are you guys from? Hi, Delia. He's like, some of you guys give out your exact address, so please don't put your address in chat for obvious reasons. I shouldn't have to say that, but like, if you say, welcome from the US, guys. Hi, Rob. Also, happy 4th of July. Hi, Grant. How are you doing today? Thank you the 2 jewels. Thank you for the new sub, Lily. Glad to have you. If you guys do sub, say I subbed in chat so I can see it. Hi, Delia. Hi, Raz. Philippines. Oh, that's fair. A lot of people in the US. I think most of my viewers are US people, so. Wait, I'm in the US too. Hey, there we go. Hi, Traz. Welcome from France. South Africa. Hey, USA. Glad to have you. I like milk. Ooh, milk is good. Thank you for the sub, Emily and Levi. Glad to have you. Again, thank you guys for your donations today. I really do appreciate every donation you guys give. Callie, thank you for the sub. Hi, Michael. Drake, thank you for the thumbs up. Hi, Friendlier. Hi, Emily. How are you? Again, thank you guys for your donos. I never played the Dandy's World, so I can't go back to it. So, well, I have, but I haven't played it in like 6 months. So, hi, Food. Hi, Tanya. Thank you for the followers. My day's going good. What about yous? Hi, everyone. Hi, Stanley. Thank you for the rose. Guys, thank you guys so much for your donations today. Yeah, sure, I do. Hi, Light. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Food. Thank you for calling and subbing my doof. Okay. Hi, guys. I never played Dancing World. That's crazy. Dancing Queen. Hi, JW Light. ASMR. Only 17. But I have to go. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Hi, Needle. Thank you for the GG. Delilah. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Hi, Zion. Hi, Parakeet. How are you doing today? Welcome. GG again. Yeah, GG donations. What game? It's called Nido Tower, guys. It's called Nido Tower if you're curious. Hi, Sam. Hi, Will and Nisha. Glad to have you. Hi, SMR. Hi, Zion. Hi, Channel. Hi, Gabby. How you guys doing today? Hi, Sonia. Hi, Pookie. Hi, back. Hi, Emily. Hello. Welcome, guys. Hi, Reggie. How are you? Hi, friend. Yeah, the game means Nido Tower. Hi, Food. How you doing today? Welcome. Hi, Dita. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Marikit. Hi, Tesha. Hi, Abdul. Hi, Abigail. Hi, VB. Hi, Peter. My name in Roblox. This is my name in Roblox, guys. It is this. This is if you guys want to join here, you have fun. You guys can join, okay? Hi, guys. Hello. Hi, Levy. Thank you for the sub. I'm doing pretty good tonight. Delia, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Hi, Malia. Hi, Mur. Thank you, Anya, for the how you doing today. Thank you for subbing. Thank you guys for coming. My real Roblox. How do you get a VTuber? Oh, so my model artist made it. They're very cool. Can I play with that? Yeah, you guys can play. I put my username in chat so you can play. Hi, Quinn. How are you doing today? Again, thank you guys. I'm Etherean. Thank you so much. Glad to have you. Can you give me I can't give gems, unfortunately, so no. I wish I could. Again, thank you for the follow sub cuties. How are you sub? I appreciate everyone. Hi sub. Thank you guys. Hi no. Slingshot, thank you for getting up my memory level. That's very cool. Hi, Brenty. Hi, no. Hi, Pookie. Yeah, if you guys gotta go, it's fine. I get it. Life happens. Hi, Bubble. Why are there still fireworks? Oh, trust me. On 4th of July, people do fireworks at any time. Glad to have you guys. Thank you, thank yous. Did I actually hit the check? I did. I'm doing good. Guys, should I play Boba Obby next? Hi, Levy. Hi, Amando. Boba Obby, or should I do the keyboard race tower? Hi, Brentley. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow or some. Hi, Food. Hi, Channel. Hi, no. Thank you, Channel, for the sub. I don't really mod people, so I hope that's okay. Hi, Bakugo. Glad to have you here. Thank you, Delia, for the happy. Boba. I can do Boba Tower. Hi, Keen. Hi, Bakugo. Glad to have you. Hi, Jins. We can do Boba, guys. I'm a body girl. Hi, Delia. Thank you so much for the stars. Glad to have you guys. Renjiro, guys, thank you guys for your donos again. Oh, it was. It helps me out so much. Hi, Bakugo. I'm playing a tower right now. Hi, Zayden. How are you? Hi, Bolex. Hi, Electra. Hi, Pookie. How are you doing today? And thank you for the follows and subs. Hi, Damien. Hi, Zayden. Ba-da-da-da-ba. Hi, Amando. How you doing today? Hi, Pim. How are you? Hi, Julia. Hi, Abigail. I'm doing good, Levi. Hi, Sky. Hi, Duckwit. Hi, Katie. God damn it. Hi, Zayden. How are you doing today? I love your voice. Thank yous. Hi, Katie. Hi, Zayden. Glad to have you here. Make sure to follow. Hi, Layden. How are you? Hi, Eva. Hi, Dal. Hi, Dal. How you doing today? Thank you, Ayanya. How you doing today? Hi, Monster. Hi, Jims. Hi, Kitties. How you guys doing? Hi, Kitten. How you doing today? Welcome. Hi, Devin. Hi, Teresa. Era, thanks for the follow. Hello, Power. Okay, we're gonna play Boba Tower. Mexico or England? England. So in the World Cup, I actually don't know. Hi. I don't know. It's like they both have really good lineups, so it's like really hard to say. Hi, Layden. Hi, Delia. How you guys doing there? Make sure to follow or some. Hi, Dow. How you doing there? Welcome. Hi, Pookie. How are you? Hi, Delia. Thank you guys for the follows and sub. Hi, Ellen. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Layden. Hi, Alberto. How are you? Okay, let's go Boba Tower since you guys kept asking for that. Guys, make sure to follow or sub. Also, you guys, you need to be watching stream for me to play with you. So if you guys are not watching stream, I will block you guys. Hello, everyone. Glad to have you. It does have loud music, unfortunately. So, hi, everyone's. Hi, Darius. How you doing today? Hi, Four. Hello, Daria. Glad to have you. How is chat right now? Hi, David. How are you? I played 99 Nights. It's pretty decent. Play the keyboard game. It's all I asked. Stop saying hi. That's not all you asked. See, you asked two things. Abigail, thank you. Hello, how are you doing today? So no, that's not all you asked. You asked me two things in that sentence, right? You said stop saying hi, and you said play the keyboard game. See, that's different. I asked if anybody wanted me to play it, and then you didn't say yes. Nobody said yes. I said between keyboard and Boba, which one to play, right? Abigail, thank you so much for the what's it called, the coins. But I asked for both, and everybody chose Boba. Okay, Abigail, thank you so much for the gold coins. Hi, Madison. Hello, Rivers. Hello, Zoe. How you guys doing today? I know I just joined. Thank you guys. Bye. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Love. Hi, Erickson. Hi, Pookie. But do you have brown hair? Yeah. Again, thank you guys. Hi, Levy. How are you? Hi, Amando. But it's like, I asked, guys. I tried my best. Hi, Zenova. I was like, does anybody want keyboard game? And nobody said yeah. They were like, go play boba. And I'm like, okay, I'll go play boba. And now everybody's being like, now you play keyboard. I'm like, I asked you guys. Hi Erickson. I just play what I feel like. Yeah, at the end of the day. Hi. Oh my god, I keep falling. Guys, why am I so dumb today? Hi Roblox. My eye hurts. Hello guys, make sure to sub or follow if you guys are new. Glad to have you here. Hello Ro, please stop spamming. Hello, hello. Hi Amanda. I'm gonna join you. Okay, you guys can join me. Hi Arzies, how are you? Hi Bubble. How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Let's see if they're watching me. Do 3 backspins if you're watching me, guys. I need you to do 3 backspins if you're watching me, okay? Let's see. So if they're watching me live, they have to do 3 backspins. Welcome, guys. Complete. So you gotta do 3 backspins if you're watching me live. Okay. Bubble doesn't seem to be watching, but best daughter is. Okay, there you go. There you go. Hi, Earl. How you guys doing today? Hi, Sparkle. Hi, Ro. Hi, Layden. Sorry, I had to make a test if people actually watch me live because I do get a little bit annoyed when people are like, they leave and they don't watch me, but they play with me and try to annoy me. Because I'm like, if you're gonna annoy me, at least watch me. At least watch my stream. You don't just join the game and not. Hi, everyone. You're smart. It's like I also say rules and stuff too, right? Since I have to be like, hey, don't do this, or please, oh, you can do this, but you have to do it in this way. I felt. Guys, why am I so bad at this obby today? Holy, I think I keep messing up. I'm not AI, by the way, and this is not AI, guys. My photos are human. They're people made it, so my artist did. Hi guys, please shout out. Thank you, Abigail. Glad to have you again. Thank you guys. Can you do Roblox? No, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I sorry, I was looking at chat and I fell. Oh, I'm so dumb. Again, thank you for the follows and subs, cuties. I really do appreciate it. Also, guys, thank you guys so much for your donations today. I promise you guys, any donation you guys gives helps me out so much. So if anybody ever wants to donate, I really can't thank you guys enough for that, okay? Hi, Yanya. Hi, Dragon. Hi, Levi. So, guys, again, thank you guys for your donations today. I'm doing good, question mark. What about you? I'm not adding people right now, so I hope that is okay. Hi, Anna. Hi, everyone. Bros, there's no fireworks going on. PK, it's like 2 a.m. for me. Like there's not any fireworks going on. I already looked at them earlier. Not everybody lives in California time, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I know people in California think that, but like not everybody lives in California. Okay, I don't want to be mean, but hi Verity, hi Telza, hi Mark. I'm not sorry. I wasn't trying to be mean, but some people from I don't know. Hi Maria, glad to have you. Hi Dragon. Hi Nathan. How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. I'm in Cal. I mean, yeah, you get my point though, right? Not like some people think. Hi guys. Hi Amanda. Hi Abigail. Also, I will make a request is please don't be like right on top of me when I play. It does get a little bit annoying and I don't want to block. So I'm just gonna give a warning for that. He's like, you know, if you're like right on top of me every time I jump and I can't see the jumps anymore, then I don't like playing with people. And then either I make a private lobby or block you or I do both. So I mean like it's not, you know. Hi guys, when do I end stream? I end stream when I feel like it. Well, I don't know. It depends. Hi Zayla, thank you for the stars, by the way. Someone gave me a star, I forgot. Thank you, Abigail, for another star. Hi, love. Guys, thank you guys for the donations, everyone. Glad to have you. Whatever you guys give donation-wise, I promise you, it helps me out. I really want to get to at least 33k today. I think I can. I'm not sure how many more than 33k, but I think we can get to 33k at least, so I really want to get to that. We'll see, though. Hi, Sprunky. How are you? Hi, Levi. Hi, everyone. Hi, Sparkle. Yeah, have fun with what you guys have to do. Again, thank you for the follows and subs on TikTok. My favorite food is ramen, okay? Hello. Hi, Farina. Hi, love. Ramen. I like ramen. Thank you, guys. Guys, 62 more subs on YouTube until we hit our goal. Hi, Virgil. Thanks for the follow. Hi, Isa. How you guys doing today? Hi, Kate. How are you? Hi, Bakugo. Hi. Hi, R2. Hi, Earth. Hi, Stanley. Hi Sotoro, how you doing there? Welcome. Make sure to follow and sub, guys, if you're new. Oh, someone messaged me. Uh-oh. I feel like I should be nervous. Hi Loren. Hi Abigail. I'll go check it in a minute. Hi Earth. Hi Amber. Hi you. Hi Aspen. How you guys doing today? Hi Kate. Thank you for the sub to me. I appreciate it. Hi Amber. Hi Sotoro. I have a super chat. Oh my god, if you give me a super chat, I'd be really happy. Why did I call you Sprunk? I don't think I did. Oh, did I? I'm sorry. Oh, someone messaged me. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, they made no. They did it in the wrong way. No. Hi, Amber. Hi, Levi. Hi, Levi. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Okay, never mind. Hi, Lauren. Why did they do it that way? Make sure to follow us up. Hi, Sunlight. Hi, Lorena. Glad to have you here. Hi, Hi, everyone. Hi, Joel. How you doing today? Hi, Grace. How you guys doing today? Hi, Love. Hi there. There's a thing that I wanted to respond to, but they did it, so it's like it's really public if you make the response. And it's like if you're like, hey, I didn't enjoy like these aspects, then it sounds like you're, you know. Thank you, Cavi. Cav. Thank you so much for the seal. Oh my god, I keep falling. Thank you so much for the Cav seal. I am part of it, Scully. So Joel, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Cav, so much for the seal. Hi, Maria. It's called Nido Tower, guys. Glad to have you. Make sure to follow her some. Hi, Noah. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for the seal. Guys, your donations are wonderful. Bresh, thank you so much for the laughing disco, Bresh. I keep falling on the same section. I keep getting distracted by, but I appreciate it. Thank you guys, Bresh, so much for it. Thank you for the gold coin too, Kev. Glad to have you. Thank you guys for your donations today. Hi, Erica. Hi, Anna. Any donation you guys give really helps me out. Hi. How you doing today? Hi, Bubble. Hi, Jasmine. How are you? Hi, Luke. How are you doing today? Thank you, Kev, for the flowers. Thank you, Jaden and Jasmine and Muhammad. Hi, Zeke. Guys, if you sub too, let me know. I'll give you a shout out. Okay. Hi, Noah. Claw. Hi, Zalen. Again, thank you guys so much for your donations today. Holy. You guys donate a lot. Hi there. Thank you for the sub. Hello, everyone. Glad to have you guys. What are you guys up to? Hi, Kamar. I can only send one more. Hey, I appreciate anything you send. So, hey, if you want to send something else, feel free to do so. Am I streaming on Twitch? No, I'm streaming on YouTube and TikTok. Thank you, Brash. Thank you so much for the high five. Thank you so much, Brash. Hi, Alicia. Kev, thank you for the gold coin too. Hi, Random. Hi, Sebastian. Hi, hey, Brian. Thank you for the sub. Ashley, thank you for the sub. Hi, Caden. Hi, Harneys. But you're always here, fire. Yeah, true. Hi, guys. Hi, Jeremy. Am I in private? No, this is public. Hi, Random. How you doing today? I know it. Why? That's why there's like 4 people crowding me. Charles, thank you for the sub. Lorena, thank you for the sub. Kev, thank you for coming. Glad to have you here. Hi, BZ. How you doing there? Make sure to follow our sub. Hi, Harbin. What's your name? I didn't hear you. Okay, I have to give out my name. It's called Boba Tea Tower for the name of the tower, guys. Boba Tea Tower. Hi, Labubu. How are you doing today? Good night. Thank you guys for coming. Hi, Alva. Hi, Steven. Hi, Asher. How you guys doing today? Thank you guys for your follows and subs. Please don't spam like one thing 20 times. Hi, Marissa. I'll have to mute you. I don't want to. Hi, everyone. Make sure to follow our sub, guys, if you are new. Guys, like I said, please don't be like right next to me. Hi, Janto. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Kev. How are you doing today? Welcome. Hi, everyone. Hi, Dawn. How you guys doing? Oh, God. Guys, stop being in my face. Bubble, get away from me a little bit, my dude. I don't want to be mean, but please stop being on my face, guys. I'm not trying to be mean, but I can't jump if you guys are, like, right in my vision. I will have to block eventually. I don't want to be mean, but, like, that's why I'm like, hi, Iris. You're allowed to say it if we get the donation, okay? You guys got to give the donation for it, though, since there isn't one for it, and you guys can say it then, deal. Hi, Ari. Hi, Slingshot. Thank you for coming. Glad to have you. Welcome back. BZ, glad to have you here. Thank you guys for your donos today. And thank you for the subs again, everyone. Guys, we're almost at 33k subs, which is insane to say. Hi, Alberto. How you doing there? Make sure to follow our sub. Hi, Tay. Glad to have you here. Hi, Erica. Hi, Delia. Thank you, guys. Hi, Mark. Hi, Maria. Hi, Erica. Hi, Kimber. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Not. Guys, thank you guys for coming. Hi, Arthurton. Can you say hi? Hi, Apple. Hi, Coco. How you doing there? Welcome. Hi, Coco. Hi, Demoni. Again, thank you guys for coming today. I really can't thank you guys enough. Hi, Mark. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Erica. How you guys doing today? Welcome. You guys want to see something fun I do sometimes? Hi, Lego. Hi, Yamel. Hi, Sierra. Glad to have you. Hi, Jeremy. How you doing today? Make sure to follow us. I'm glad to have you, whatever you guys are doing today. Again, thank you guys for coming. Hi, Austin. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Celeste. Hi, Austin. Hi, everyone. Glad to have you guys. What are you guys up to today? Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, Jackson. Hi, Lego. How you doing today? Hi, hi, Apple. Hi, Shad. Just because I let you guys join doesn't mean I won't troll a little bit, okay? Hi, everyone. Hi, Shad. How you guys doing today? Hi, Lego. Hi, Miguel. Glad to have you. Like I said, I was also getting a little bit, like I said, I do get a tiny bit of a headache when too many people jump around me, so I try to give a little bit of a gap sometimes. Bye. No, I should have checked. Hi, Neela. That's my bad. Hi, Jiomi. Hi, Yanira. Glad to have you. Hi, guys. Hi, Jiomi. Make sure to follow or sub. And again, guys, thank you guys for your donations today. Hi, Lego. Hi, everyone. What are you guys up to right now? Hi, Lord. Hi, Shad. Thank you for the follows. Hi, Fairy. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, we both fell on the same thing. That's amazing. Hi, Sylvia. We're playing Boba Tea Tower today. Hi, absolutely. Hi, Authoritarian. Wait, that's not your name. Hi, Yamal. Hi, Nicole. Guys, make sure to sub, guys. If you sub, I'll give you a shout out. Okay, that's my rule. Guys, I'm gonna give you a warning, but again, oh, they fell. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. Hi, you are. Hi, Onion. How you doing today? Welcome, guys. Glad to have you. Thank you. I appreciate you indicating. I didn't know it at that time, but I do still appreciate the indication. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Cassidy. Thank you for a sub, Cassidy. Glad to have you. Hi, Little. Hi, Ellie. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Cat power, but hi, Arthur How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the sub. I'm sorry. I guess I appreciate it, Valor. That's how you say your name. Thank you. Hi, Lucy. Love your voice. Thank yous. No, I read both. Hi, Roof. Thank you for the star. Sorry, I do read YouTube since I get a lot more donations on it, so my eyes tend to be more focused since I don't want to miss any donations since I have that. I've done that, and I feel so bad, I'm not gonna lie. Hi, Roof. Hi, Losi. Thank you for the stars. Thank you so much. Hi, Fast. Thank you for the sub. Like, you know, because, like, I'd feel horrible if I miss another donation. I've done it, like, twice, and I feel horrible. Especially, I do focus on both, don't get me wrong, so I can see. Hi, Thomas. Thank you for coming again. Hi, Dakota. Oh, you got a super fan. Let's go. Hi, Claude. But yeah, it's like I look at both. Don't get me wrong, but like I tend my eyes do tend to focus. It's also a little more active, so that's why. Hi, Skis. Glad to have you. Hi, Bakugo. Like I said, do both, but YouTube tends to be a little bit more on my focus when I look. Hi, Emily. I got a beanie. Congrats on your beanie. I appreciate. That's cool that you got a beanie. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new. I think I know this one. Hello. Hi, hi, Sylvia. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Sabat. Oh, that's kind of funny. Hi, guys. Your voice is so nice. Hello. Hi, Trollo. Trollo Leo. Trollo. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Fast. Thank you, guys, for the follows and subs. Good day, everyone's. Oh my God. Hi, Kim. How you doing today? Hi, Brittany. They're interesting. Hi, Everly. Welcome, welcome. Hello. Thank you, guys. Trying to sleep. Yeah, dogs be interesting. I'll say that. Hi, DW. Hi, Nadia. Hi, Batty. How are you? Again, thank you guys for coming today. Hi, cool kid. Hi, Zillow. How you doing today? Hey, Willow. I got a new cat. Congrats, Makoto. How old are you? Hi, Daniel. Hi, Doctor. Hi, son. Off. Damn. Hi, Selma. Hi, Emily. Yeah, sure, I do. Hi, guys. Hi, Tobias. Hi, Makoto. Glad to have you. Hi, Daniel. Hi, everyone. Thank you for the follows and subs. You have a question? Hi, Ella. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Dressed in plus. Maybe some other time I can play it. Hi, guys. Hello. Tell you what, $10 super chat. Well, actually, how about $30 super chat? I'll play Just to Impress. Hi, Devil. Thanks for the follow. Glad to have you here. Devil, thanks for the follow. $30 super chat. I'll play Just to Impress. Yes, I know them. They did the Iron Mouse collab. Hi, I have an operation. Good luck with your operation. Hi, Paris. Hi, Penge. Hi, Uriel. Thank you guys for coming. Chocolate indeed. Hello, Tommy's. Hi, Uriel. How are you? Hi, Ember. Hi, your local comments. Hi, Kev. How are you? What's the advice you want? Sorry, I fell. I haven't played M2 in a while, so. Hi everyone. Hi, I'm a cat. Hi Billy. Hi Henry. How are you? What are you guys up to today, if you guys don't mind me asking? I am sleepy. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi Joshua. Hi Ben. How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you're new. Hi Billy. Hi Olala. How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi Ari. Hi Joshua. Hi Hammy. Hi Emma. Hi Fast Creatures. Glad to have you here. Hi Aish. How you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. I love your stream. Thank you. Hi Zeta. Hi Ari. How are you? Thank you for the rose, Ari. Hi Emma. Hi Finally. Thank you guys for the follows and subs and donations, everyone. I'm a cat guy. Thank you for the sub. Guys, also thank you guys again for your donations today. No, it's okay if you guys can't donate anything. I appreciate everybody who's still here today. I went in the wrong tower. God damn it. Hello, Emily. How you guys doing today? Make sure to follow or sub. Hi, JR. Hi, Big Jeffy. Hi, Cracker. Hi, Veroncia. Hi, Joshua. Glad to have you. God damn it. I fell. Womp womp. Womp womp womp. Hello, everyone. Hi, Kev. How are you? Hi, it's Chewy. Glad to have you here. Hi, Super. Hi, Coolest. How are you? God damn it. Okay. Hi, Summer. Hi, Samiras. Hi, Samiras. Glad to have you. Hi, Joshua. Glad to have you. Hey, guys. Like I said, please don't be, like, right next to me when I do the obby. It does get a bit distracting. I'm not trying to be mean. Hi, Summit. I will have to switch obbies if I get too distracted, though, and play Nito, because otherwise, if there's no checkpoints and I'm getting distracted constantly, it's kind of hard to play them. I'm going to be honest here. I'm not trying to be rude with it. Hi, Girly. Hi, Summer. It's just I can't play both. I have to look at something or another. Okay, fuck. Oh, sorry. Hi, Dapoop. Hi, Isla. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Dende. Hi, Icy. I'm not involved. You're wearing. Yes, I am wearing one. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I am a cat guy. Glad to meet you. Hello. That's a great way to introduce yourself. I'll say that. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Hi, Sophia. Guys, any super chat, I promise you, helps me out so much more than you guys think, okay? It helps me. Hi, Mac. Hi, Raw. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Again, thank you for the follows. Hi, Kim. Oh, my fucking... hi, Mitchell. Hi, Barl. It's left. Hi, Love. Hi, Son. How you doing today? Hi, Summer. How you doing today? Thank you guys for the follows and subs, everyone. Guys, 14 more subs. Kim, thank you for the follow. Guys, if you guys are new, please sub right now, and I'll give you a shout out. Okay, stop spamming 20 times. I think I gave you a warning softy before, so... Hi, Love. Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you. Hi, guys. Hi, I'm a cat. Hi, Tesla. Guys, 13 more subs, everyone. Happy future birthday. Again, thank you, guys. Hi, Alice. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. I have to mute you, man. I don't want to mute you, but I guess I have to. No, fuck me. I'm trying to mute you, but I'm in the worst spot possible. Hello, everyone. Glad to have you. Guys, like I said, please don't be, like, inside me or on top of me. It's not very nice. Hi, guys. Welcome, welcome. Guys, 10 more subs. Let's go. Hi, Alijo. Hi, Blue. Hi, Summer. Okay, let me do something real quick. Guys, if you're watching the stream live, I need you to do 3 flips right now. Okay, no, that's weird. No, I'm blocking you. That was weird. Did you guys see what they did? That was weird. They were being weird to me. Thank you for the $5. Thank you guys so much. I'm blocking. I'm leaving. That was weird, guys. You saw that, right? You saw that. You guys saw that, right? I gave... You have 10 more chance. That's it. I'm leaving this trip. For what? Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Glad to have you here. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, okay. Bye-byes. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Unit. Ah! You did it. Units. Thank you for the GG. Ah! Bonanen. Thank you so much for the laughing disco. Glad to have you here, Yonanen. Hi, Shima. Glad to have you. Again, thank you for the laughing disco. Bone. And thank you so much, Cat Guy, for your super chat. Thank you. Hi, Animator. Yeah, I had to block that one person. They were being weird to me. We should have followed or some. That was rude. I mean, no offense, but like you said I had to read your comment when I'm clearly busy with having to deal with some people being weird in my chat, okay? That's rude that you keep being mean to me and making ultimatums just because I don't read your chat accidentally a few times, okay? I'm sorry. Hi Meg. Hi Delia. Make sure to follow or sub. Thank you guys. I think you're the rude one here, not me. I'm gonna be honest. Hi Stanley. Thank you for the star. After this. Well, your Lex Lively. How are you guys doing today? Thank you guys for the $5 super chat. Tomorrow, or probably in 12 hours. Hi, Rom. Hi, Stace. Hi, Nadia. Glad to have you. Hope you're doing well. I wonder who... Thank you guys for coming, by the way. I do appreciate it. Glad to have you here. Hello, Helm. Glad to have you. Hi, Femboy. Hi, Rami. Please stop spamming. Hi, Angel. We hit 30... Guys, we hit 33... Guys, thank you so much for 33K. Hi, Cat Guy. Thank you for the thumbs up. Again, thank you for your donations. Hi, Beep. Hi, Frederick. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. You got me laughing. Okay, that's cool. Hi, Aubrey. Glad to have you here. Hi, Irv. Hi, Kodak. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Robert. Thank you for the follow. Nariki, thank you for the follow. Yeah, that's why I had to block someone. Don't be weird to me. I will block you immediately. Thank you, Brittany. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much. Also, guys, thank you so much for your super chats. Hi, Summer Husband. Catherine, thank you for the flow state. Appreciate it so much, guys. Thank you for your donations. Hi, Meep. Hi, Tyler. Thank you for the follows, the subs, and the super chats, guys. Hi, Verencia. Hi, Kodak. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi, guys. Hi, Sammy. How are you? Hi, Kruggle. How are you? You say hi. Hi, Nick. Guys, make sure if you guys want to confirm shout out, I'll just say you subbed in chat. Okay, so if you actually sub, go sub and say I subbed in chat so I can see your name and make sure that you did sub. Tyler, thank you so much for the sub. Glad to have you here. So you have to say in chat once you do sub, but I'll give you a shout out. Or if you donate, I will also confirmly give you a shout out if you donate. Okay. But what if another? Thank you so much for another super chat. Let's go. I'm a cat guy. I'm sure you are a cat guy. Thank you so much. Hi, Aaron. Thank you so much for your super chats. I have a question. Thank you. Your birthday isn't. Aw, thank you so much. Hi, Lego. How you guys doing there? Hi, Meeple. Hi, Leela. Hi, Dakota. Thank you for the super chats and follows and subs. Hi, Dakota. Hi, Lily. How you doing today? Thank you for the sub, Meeple. Hi, everyone. Guys, Bonin, thank you so much for your trophy. Oh my god, thank you so much, Bonin. And Yandrin, thank you so much for the flowers, too. Double disco, if you want to. Double disco. Thank you for the 9 flowers. Guys, everybody put Yanara, thank you so much. Cat Guy, thank you so much for the flowers. Tyler, thank you for the 672. Thank you so much, Tyler. There's so many donators today, guys. Put W's in the chat for all the donators today. Thank you so much. Bonin too. If you want to give a double laughing disco, feel free to. Yeah, thank you so much. Hi, Yanrin. Thank you for the GG. Oh my god, thank you. No, it's okay if you guys can't gift. I genuinely can't appreciate. Tyler, thank you so much for your hearts. Knife, thank you for the 6-7. Oh my god. Hi, Fembo. Hi, everyone. Hi, what's your user? I put my user in chat. Matt, thank you, sir. The flow state so much. Thank you, guys. That's my user in chat. Matt, thank you so much. Yadrina, thank you for the gold coins. Guys, everybody put W's in chat for the donators. Tyler, thank you for the hands, too. Tyler, thank you so much for your high five. Hi, Wendy. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much for your donations. Hi, Tyler. Hi, Shirley. I appreciate you being here, Shirley. Hi, Mordecai. How are you? Hi, Verity. Hi, Matthew. Hi, I'm a cat guy. Holy Peak Stream. Thank you guys so much for your donations. Hi, Sub. Hi, Tyler. How are you? Hi, Sultan. Hi, Roberts. Hi, Pomni. Hi, everyone. Again, thank you guys so much for your donations. Let me get a drink of water real quick. No problem. Thank you guys so much. Odikoi Cyber. What's your question, NBA? Hi, Sultan. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Again, thank you guys. Yes, how can you donate? Knife, thank you for the... Thank you so much, Knife, for the sunshine. Thank you so much. You can donate with the gift icon in the bottom right of your phone. if you're on phone, or if you're on PC, I don't know where. I think PC, it's like in the it's a little dollar icon. Thank you so much for the sunshine knife. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Your donations help me out so much. I appreciate it. Maybe we'll see. Tell you what, guys, $30 super chat. I'll play Animal Hospital for the first time. Femboy, how you doing today? Maybe I'll like it. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I'm a cat. Glad to have you here. Hi, Femboy. Nice name, by the way. Hi, Truthlet. Thank you for the follow. Nice. Thank you for the hearts. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you. Make sure to follow. Tyler, thank you for the thumbs up. Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for coming and following. Do appreciate it. Hi, Chloe. Again, thank you guys for your donations today. Holy. Oh my god! Thank you for the trophy cake, HD! HD, thank you so much for that trophy cake. Thank you. Hi, Raphael. Hi, Bonin. What's the game suggestion you have? There's no mod right now. I shall not leave. Thank you so much. I tend to play mostly just towers, though, so I'm going to be honest. I don't mind taking other game suggestions, but sometimes I'll see. What's your game suggestion? You did give a lot, so thank you. Well, should have follow. Hi, subscriber. Hi, Iskra. Thank you, guys. Thank you for this up again. Thank you so much, HD, today for your trophy. Generally, HD, thank you so much. And by the way, thank you so much for the super chats, Cat. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for the trophy. Again, HD, thank you for the trophy. Glad to have you. Hi, Nino. Daisy, thank you for the flow state. Thank you so much, Daisy, for the flow state. Glad to have you. Hi, HD. Hi, guys. Make sure to follow her some. Hi, everyone. It's scary, but don't worry. It's scary. I don't want to play it. Make sure to follow her sub. Glad to have you here. Yes, I'm sure, bro. You're clearly as bad as your little brother if you have to spam that many times to get my. I'm not gonna unblock you, my dude. Goodbye. Thank you so much. I'm a cat boy for coming. Trophy gave it. Aw, thank you so much, HD. You made my 5th of July so much better with that too. I genuinely can't thank you guys for your donations. Hi, GD. How you doing today? Welcome. Hi, Maria. Glad to have you here. Hi, Bowen. Repo Company? I've already played Repo though. Do you mean Roblox Repo or actual Repo? If you want, I can give you. I don't mind playing Repo. Hi, Tyler. Glad to have you here. I'll think about it. Let me beat some of the obbies and then actual Repo. Oh, I can't switch games midway through. The algo will kill me. Unfortunately, I thought you meant Roblox. I don't mind. But like the problem is like I would have to find friends to play it with, and I can't play with chatters because like some I don't know people's ages and some people might lie about that, and I'm a little bit too afraid of that. Hi, Tyler. Because as a streamer, right, I have to take that really seriously if like people doing that. I had that happen like a month ago, and that situation really sucked. So I had to make sure to follow her, so I'm glad to have you. Hi, Limitless. Hi, Surferia. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Lucky like nothing really happened, but like hi, Maddie. Hi, Jason. Hello. Hi, Limitless. Glad to have you here. Hi, Meeple. I am your friend. Thank you. Hi, Kotek. Glad to have you here. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, everyone. I just added them, and then they were like, "Oh, I made sure." I always ask like their age double check, but then they were like, "Oh, this is my real." I'm like, "Okay, block immediately." Make sure to follow us up, guys. Glad to have you again. Thank you for donations. Glad to have you. But yeah, it happens. You have to deal with it. That's why you always double check ages of people too. Hi guys, Jack, are you ready for $5? I mean, hey, I'd be really happy for $5 if you want to give it. So hi, Limitless. Hi, Summer. Glad to have you. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't really switch games midstream. I wish I could because like you can do that on Twitch really easily. But on YouTube, if you do that, like the algo's like, I hate you. Why? It's like the algo switched up like your parents, like when they find out that you didn't get an A+ in one of your classes. Hi Aubrey, hi Ordy, hi Zane, hi Isabel. They're like, oh, you're gonna do so well. I bet you did great. And then they find out you got a B, and they're like, oh my god, I hate you. Why did I pay for your college? Hi guys, make sure. Bonin, thank you so much for the GOAT trophy, Bonin. I heart, thank you for the floating heart too. Bonin, thank you so much for the GOAT trophy. Hi Jeffy, hi Stevie. Thank you so much, Bonin, for the GOAT trophy. Thank yous. Hi, Sprunkles. If I can get friends to play it with, I'll let you know, and I can definitely try to see if I can play Repo on stream. Okay, I had to get a friend group to play it with. Okay, Make sure to follow or sub. Hi Silva. Hi Linen. Boy Ninan. Boy, is it Boy Ninan? So Boynin. Boyninan? Would it be fine if I called you Boynin? Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean or anything. It's a little hard for me. Hi Isabel. Hi Money. Thank you. Oh my God. OHD. Thank you so much for the firework HD. I'm a cat guy. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Boynin, thank you so much for the goat trophy. And HD, thank you so much for the firework. I won't lie, HD. I think that's my biggest ever single jewel donation I've ever gotten. So thank you so much for that. I can't thank you enough. That is so nice of you. Thank you so much for that. Hi Spongy. Hi Mariel. Hi Kyle. Thank you so much, by the way. HD for your firework. Hello. Hi Prince. Hi Firecry. Hi Ruse. HD, that is my biggest, I think, ever single jewel donation. So thank you. Now I can say that my biggest donation jewel wise is 3,000, which is insane. Sylvia, Wind, Sandri. Thank you so much, guys. Hi Kishiro. Hi Wayne. How are you? Hi Jaheen. How are you doing? Hi Gonzalo. Thank you though. You made my night so much better. I won't lie. Hi Love. Hello Sylvie. How are you? Alright, I'm gonna go. Bye. Thank you so much, Boynin, for coming today. Generally, you made the stream so much wonderful. I generally can't appreciate you. Sorry, bro. Don't spam like 20 times. I know I didn't see your chat for a minute, but Jesus, give me a minute. I got some donations. Sandria, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you here. Hi, Brokey. How logo is doing today? Spongy, I am sorry I didn't see your chat, but man, please don't spam 20 times. I'm not gonna suddenly, like, acknowledge you after that. Hi guys. Hi Noah. Guys, if you want me to give you a shout out, either you can A, donate, or B, just subscribe and say you subbed in chat, okay? I'll just try to shout out every time someone says a sub. I'm leaving and blocking. Okay. What? Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you here. Who's the person doing it? Her animator. Thank you guys for the sub, her. Thank you for the sub, Brody. Boys, thank you for the sub. Hi, guys. Make sure to follow. Dwayne, thank you for the sub, bro. Thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Lego, thank you for the sub. Cal, thank you for the sub. Glad to have you. Hi, Jerseline. Welcome. Thank you, Isabel, for the follow. Hi, Jaden. That's okay. Hi, Mila. Thank you for coming. Thank you guys for coming. And thank you for the follows and subs. Appreciate it. Hello, hello. Hi, Moonlit. Hi, Wayne. Hi, David. How are you? Mila, thank you for the subs and follows. Alexa, thank you for the follow. Guys, we're close. Tyler, thank you for the start. Guys, we're close to 800 on TikTok too, which is also insane. Alex, thank you for the follow. Stupid. You just keep saying stupid. Like, what does it even mean? You're saying stupid 20 times doesn't mean that means anything. Hiya, thank you so much, Anna, for the sub. Glad to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Like, what's stupid? You're not even defining it, right? Hey, Sylvie. Glad to have you. Thank you for following and subbing. Use your awards. Hi, Meeple. Thank you for coming today. I appreciate it so much. Tyler, thank you for the 100. Glad to have you. Bro's just spamming it. Hi, Jeanette. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I'm a cat guy. Thank you so much. I'm a cat guy for your super chats too. Hi, Joey. Guys, thank you for the subs and follows today. I'm a cat guy. Thank you. Hi, Tyler. Thank you for the coin. Hi, Jaden. You guys can join off my username. Hi, Sino. Glad to have you. Thank you so much. Hi, Bella. Again, thank you guys for your donations, your follows, your subs, everyone. Hi, Abigail. How are you doing today? Thank you for the coin. Again, thank you for your donations, super chats, donations, everyone. Thank you. Hi, Mike. How are you doing today? Hi, Jessica. How are you? Hi, Diva. Tyler, thank you for the star. When I didn't get $2,000 yesterday. I wish that was the case. Don't get me wrong. I got a lot yesterday. I promise you. I did get a lot. I got $300 though from the one person, but not 2,000. 2,000 would have been insane. Okay, I mean, I appreciate it, her animator, but yeah, I don't think anybody, guys, if we don't know the name of the person, we can't do that. So unfortunately, yeah. Hi guys, can I be moderate? I'll probably just have to make my own game in a minute then. Hi Sylvia, hi Sandra. Angelos, if you're watching my stream, do 3 backflips. I want to see you do 3 backflips if you're watching live. So do this 3 times. Do 3 backflips if you're watching live, Angelos. Hi guys, welcome. I was like 2,000. Okay, 2,000 yen is different. That's like, so that's a different currency. So 2,000 yen and USD. So you gotta, Angelos, if you're watching live, you gotta do 3 backflips. You're not doing the backflips. I don't want to do it and show them again because I already showed. I don't think they're watching live, guys. Hello, welcome. Guys, I do not think they're watching live, unfortunately. Remember me, welcome. Hello. Like I said, I do unfortunately block if you do not watch live. I'm not trying to be mean. But yeah. Hello, welcome. Hello guys, I hope you guys are doing well. Hi my cat, glad to have you. I'm not trying to be mean with it, guys, but like I said, I do have a policy. You need to be watching live if you want to play. I'm not trying to be mean. Hi Vector. The reason I do it though is just because I don't want to avoid people who might like try to like play my game and do weird stuff to me. Like last time. Hi. I'm your server. Make sure to follow. Glad to have you. Hi Herlin. How you doing there? Hey guys, again, thank you for your donations today. I really do promise you any donation you guys give helps me out so much. Hi DD. Hi Broadly. Hi Nix. Thank you Nix for the follow. Glad to have you. Again, thank you guys for your donations, follow, subs, everyone. Bro, what? What do you mean what? Hi Timega. Hi Tiva. Hello. I sent you an invite. Hi guys. Okay, hey maybe stop talking about it, since if you talk about it, it encourages them, so please keep that in mind. So maybe be a little more quiet about it, okay? Hi guys. No, don't tell me, because like if you tell me, they're gonna be like, oh, that's affecting someone, so they're gonna keep doing it, right? So if we don't talk about it, it's better. Unless they're doing something actively and you got a username I can block. Oh my god! Ali, thank you so much for the party blowers, Ali! Thank you so much, Ollie, for the party blowers. Thank you, Ollies. Ollie, thank you so much for your party blowers. Thank yous. Hi, Worms. You're my favorite. I play Patrol Power. I even sub. Thank you guys for following and subbing, guys, again. Hi, Worms. Hi, Ava. Thank you guys for your donations today. Holy, guys. Thank you guys for all the donations. Hi, Jax. Hi, Arthur. Hi, Aubrey. How you guys doing there? Make sure to follow us. Thank you, Ollie, for another party. Red Solo Cup. I like the party. Oh my god, Ollie, thank you for your fireworks. Oh my god, Ollie, thank you so much for the fireworks. Ava, also thank you for the subs too. Ellie! Oh my god, you made my night so much better. Holy Ollie, are you okay with that? Thank you so much, Ollie! You MVP of a person! Thank you so much! Cute! Isaac, welcome back. Ollie, thank you so much for the fireworks! Oh my god, thank you. Hi, Worms. Hi, Kitty. Oh my god, Ollie. I am overwhelmed right now. Thank you so much. You're my favorite. Yes, oh my god. Thank you for subbing too. W Ollie's in the chat, guys, for everything they've given. Hi Wendy, hi Sylvia, hi Sonia, hi Rosie. Thank you for the follows and subs. Hi BD, hi Giggles. Nice name, by the way. I like your name, Google. Thank you so much for the follows and subs. We also hit 800 on YouTube today, which is insane, and we're at 33k on YouTube. Oh my god, guys, you are getting me to my goals. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much, everyone, especially you, Ollie, and also as well, I appreciate all the gifts so much. Ollie, thank you so much, as well as HD, thank you so much, and everybody else too. I saw a few of you guys again. I'm sorry. Hi Keys, how you doing? Thank you guys. I appreciate so much for the follows and subs. You guys are amazing, wonderful, and amazing people, so thank you guys. Thank you for the dolphins, Giggle, and the finger hearts. Thank you so much for your donations. You're so beautiful. Thank you so much for Remountain. How you doing there? Again, you made like 903 YouTube shorts. No, not only shorts, right? Most of the shorts, like 90%. But I have made videos, so if you guys want to go check out my videos, you can do that. Fireworks is like 50. Yeah, I know, Bowden. Thank you so much. You got like 45. A firework is $15. Yeah. Hi Terry, thank you so much for the follow. If you want me to give do the math on it, I can do it for you. So YouTube takes a big giant fee. So right, so every jewel I get, so basically every time you guys give a jewel, it has to be 2 jewels, and 2 jewels equal a ruby, right? So every jewel you give, like 2 jewels you give, it's 1 ruby. That's why stars are like one, right? Yeah, I get 15, right? So you are correct. So every time I get something, sure. I might not add right now though, okay? But I might not be able to add, but if you want to join, you can join right here. I'll have to add maybe later, okay? But here's my username if you want to join right now, Ali. You can join my game at least, so you can join right now. I don't add in stream since some people start being like upset at me for that. So hi Mean, thank you for the sub, but maybe later, okay? Like after stream, is that okay? I forgot, glad to have you. Hi Sylvia, glad to have you. I hope that's okay, but there's my username if you do want to join, okay? Hi Yumi, hi Sylvia, glad to have you. And to be fair, if I add, it'd be after stream is coming soon. Hi Selena, glad to have you. Thank you for the star. Again, Adam. Hi John. Thank you guys again for your donations. Yeah, if you guys want to, you can. Hi, I'm Kat. Again, thank you for super chats and donations. Hi Verbal. Hi Selena. Hi Loves. Hi Zindia. Hi Millie. How are you? Hi Hussein. How are you doing today? Again, thank you for the fireworks. I like how I went from like I got tied to my highest donations today with the fireworks. Now I just need a castle and then I'm good. Hi your girls. Hi I forget. How are you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. Again, thank you guys for their follows and subs. Hi Samria. Hi Pudri. Hi I forgot. Hi Luna. Hi everyone. Make sure to follow or sub, guys. You on my join. Okay. Glad to have you. Again, make sure to follow or sub. Hi everyone. Oh, there's a lot of people on my TikTok. Hello TikTok. Hi Crocus. Crocus, thank you for coming. It's no game, but no games. I think that's a guys. I think you might have done the hypothetical wrong. Unlimited bacon, but no games, or unlimited games, but no bacon. Make sure to follow or sub. Well, the bacon one, since you at least get bacon. Hi KK. Hi Selena. How are you? Hi PS. Brad, thank you for the follow. Isn't it the first one? Hello, hi DR, hi KK, how are you doing today? But you get no games too, right? So, hi Ramen, hi Joa, hi Ada. Hi Custer, hi Joan. Hi Michael, how you doing? Make sure to follow or some. Matt, how are you doing today? Hi everyone, glad to have you. Hope you're doing well. Hi Fabian, I'm doing good today. What about you? Thank you for the follow, Fabian. Hi guys, hi, my day's going good. Hi Drake, hi Kiara, glad to have you. Sorry, you're my favorite. I'm glad I can be your favorite. Hi Levy, hi Alicia, how you doing today? Thank you guys, glad to have you. Hi Ann, hi Lewis, glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Make sure to follow or sub if you guys are new. Hi everyone's. What's the best part of your guys' days so far, if you guys don't mind me asking? What are you guys up to today? Was hi Lewis, you're my favorite. Glad I can be. Hi Not. And make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new. Hi Sushi, I joined you. Thank you for joining. Hi Zindi. Hi Rose. How are you? Hi guys. Also, like I said, please don't be like right on top of me when I jump. Like I don't like it. Okay, I'll just let you do the obby then. Guys, like I said, don't do that. That's bad. Don't be on top of me if I'm doing the obby, okay? Don't either do the obby by yourself separately or be respectful about that, or I have to subscribe. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new here. It does help me out. I really do appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Hi everyone. Hi Omega. Again, guys, how you guys doing today? Welcome, welcome. What the hell? Hi guys, make sure to follow or sub. I'm not laggy. Hi K-pop. Guys, I'm not adding people this second. Hi Alicia. Hi AP. Hi Happy. How are you? Again, thank you for the follows and subs, everyone. Hi Happy. Hi Irene. How are you doing today? Hi Mochi. What's your play? I don't know. Hi DR. Hi Dandrian. Hi Leon. Hi Happy. How are you? Make sure to follow or sub. Glad to have you here. My name is Jin. Hi Happy. Hi Quentin. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hi TMX. Hi Alex. How are you? Hi Yazzie. How are you? Hi Broadly. How are you doing today? Make sure to follow or sub. Adrian, thank you for the star. Can't find you on friends. I'm sorry. It's my username because like you can clearly see how many people are in here. You might have misspelt it. So some people look up Jacknyeko, guys, and please, if you look up Jacknyeko, you're not gonna be able to find me. They're like, why can't it? Guys, also please, I don't know if anybody is doing this, but don't ever send money to the account Jacknyeko. People keep doing that. I'm like, that's not my account. Don't send Robux to that. And they're like, I found your account. It's like, no, you didn't. No, I know. Sorry, I didn't say anybody in specific, but I know people keep trying to say like I give Robux to you, and I'm like I didn't get any, and then like I presume they don't say anything after that, but I'm like I presume you gave it to the wrong account, but they don't want to say it for obvious reasons. I'm fine if you did because like I know it's an accident. Hi Adrian, I'm not gonna be upset at you. It's just like make sure to follow or sub, guys. Glad to have you. Hi Zane. Hi Adrian. Hi everyone. Glad to have you. I just want to stay down here. Hi everyone. Hi Night Sky. Hi Bad Girl. How you doing there? Welcome, welcome. Hello, hi Lels. Thank you for the stars. Glad to have yous. Someone hacking? What? Oh no, they fell. They glitched out when they fell. Hi Raphael. Hi PSN. Hi Bali. How you guys doing today? I guess it's probably since they went against it. Hi Zeke. How are you? Hi Laura. Make sure to follow or sub, guys, if you are new. It does help out. Guys, also, I want to say thank you guys again for your donations today. Genuinely, like, can't thank you guys enough for every donation I have gotten today. You guys are amazing for that, I promise you. Hello, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I remember you. Okay, guys, we don't have much left of the Boba Tower. Hi, fans. Hi, Timmy, how are you? I guess we could do coffee, huh? Bye, Jacknyeko. Bye, everyone. I'm glad to have you. Hello, Maddle. Hi, Zeke. How are you? Hi, Moshi. Moshi. Hi, fans. Again, guys, thank you for your donations, everyone. Yotodo, need to sleep. Guys, get sleep if you need to. Hi, Ranch. Hi, Quentin. Sleep is needed, guys. So please, if you have not slept, hi, Amanda. Hi, Ratch. How you doing today? Please get sleep. Hi, Nesh. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. And thank you guys for the follow, subs, and also guys, thank you guys for your donations. Hi Justifan, how you doing today? Hi User, how are you? Hi Let, how you doing today? Hi Nesh, how are you? Again, thank you for the follows too. Hi User. Hi Nova, hi Matteo. Hi Rose, how are you doing today? Hi Diva. Yes, hi Lorraine, hi Rachel. Hi DF, hi Miko. Hi Quentin, how are you? Hi Namar. It's 1 AM. I haven't slept in 2. Guys, go sleep if you have not slept in multiple days. Kara, how you doing there? Welcome, welcome. I'm glad to have you. Make sure to follow or sub if you guys are new. What the hell? Is bro rating for me? Hi Sal. Hi Patricia. Hi Adrian. Hi everyone. Make sure to follow or sub. Hi Sal. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hi MG. Hi Shannon. Hi Barbara. It's 3 in the... yeah, it's pretty early there. Hi Sean. Hi Barbara. Thank you guys for the subs. I'm glad I can be favorite streamer of you guys. Thank yous. Also, I'm glad you guys donate to me too. It really does help out. Hi YouTube. Welcome from the Philippines. Glad to have you here. Hi Quentin. Hi P. Thank you for the follow, P. Nova, go to bed, twin. I might go to bed soon. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting tired. Hi Scratch. Hi YouTube. Again, thank you guys for everything you have given though. Hi Tom. It's obviously like you guys don't need to. You guys can give what you guys want to. Oh, I almost fell down the wrong one. God damn it. I still fell on the wrong one. Hi Levi. Hi Bay. Thank you for the follow. Guys, make sure to follow, sub, or donate. Next stream should be in around like probably 10 to 12 hours. So somewhere between 1 PM EST and 3 PM AST. You guys are not in that time zone probably, so I mean whatever is in 10-12 hours, sometime between that, and then the next stream after that will be around 1:30 a.m. So I'm gonna do a stream exactly the same time I start tomorrow yesterday. So if you want to find me, I'd stream at 1:30 a.m. EST, or otherwise in not so basically I stream basically the same time tomorrow, but like an hour or two earlier. So make sure to follow. Hi Sobra. Again, thank you guys for your donation subs to everybody. Thank you. Hi Cupcake, how are you? What are you guys up to today, if you guys don't mind me asking? Hi Nukaholm, how you guys doing today? Hi Sobra. Guys, for the follows, subs, donations, everybody, thank you. Hi I love, glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Thank you guys for your donations, your subs, your likes, everything you guys have given. I do appreciate it. Hi Dana. Hi Sparkle. Hi Sobrana, glad to have you. I might take a break right now actually from stream. Guys, should I take stream break? Hi Babrica. Hi La Pancake. Again, thank you for the follows. My Roblox avatar. It's me in a shark outfit. Yeah. Is it cute, isn't it? Oh yeah, TikTok died. Hi D-Dust. Hi Love. Hi Ali. Yeah, I think it's break time. I'm sorry guys, my throat's getting really hurt time. So like I don't want to hurt my throat, okay? So I'm gonna take a break for my throat so that I can stream more tomorrow. Do you guys want me to stream more tomorrow? If I take break right now and then I can stream more tomorrow, okay? Hi Thakia, hi Mala. Otherwise my throat hurts. So hi Hurley, hi hey, thank you guys again for coming. Yeah, it was fun guys, so I love you guys. Always. Yes, I think it's time to leave for now. That way I don't, but make sure to follow or sub guys if you are not here today. If you have not done so today, please, before I go. Hi Gray, how are you? Thanks for the follow. That way you guys get my future streams. Quack 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 quack. Thank you guys, love you guys. Happy 4th of July for everyone too. You guys have amazing, wonderful, great days, whatever you guys are up to. Thank you guys for coming. Hi Ella. And again, appreciate everyone here. Bye everyone. Why?